So I want to make this comparison of the Moto Razr 2025, comparing it against the iPhone 17 here in 2025 from an everyday user's perspective. I'm on a prepaid plan. I usually don't spend more than $25 per month on unlimited talk, text, and data. So I thought this would be a fun video to compare both of these devices, how they compare in price and how practical each of these phones are, and just to see how they compare in general. So let's get started. So first of all, let me just give you a quick summary of the pluses or perks of each device in general, and then I'm going to go into the details on how I actually use both of these devices. So the Moto Razr 2025, its perks: since it flips and closes, it is smaller and easier to hold and put it in your pocket. It also, from Motorola, it has the chopping flashlight gesture and the twist the phone to quickly open the camera. And also it has a very cheap price, getting under $100 price point, even on prepaid. The iPhone 17 perks include that it has an always-on display, a better overall ecosystem for some people if you use other devices such as a Mac or an iPad, and it also has services like iMessage and AirDrop and FaceTime. And in general, if you're a content creator that takes lots of videos and pictures and wants to put something together, the iPhone 17 has iMovie, and just the quality of the camera just makes for better content in general. So that's the quick summary of both of these devices on what stands out about them. But let's go into how I use them in my daily life. So first of all, let me just tell you what plans I'm on. I'm always on prepaid. Nowadays in 2025, you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for under $25. So that's a pretty big thing for me, is that the service is very, very cheap. So in tandem, I like to get a device for a good deal. So I'm pretty much on prepaid. I don't want to spend a lot of money, but that's where the price comes in with the Moto Razr. It's a big standout. You pair it with a cheap $25 price and get it for under $100. You're getting a very, very good phone on a very small budget. But if you're looking for certain things, if you keep the plan under $25 and you still want a really great phone but don't mind spending a little bit more, you could probably still keep the phone and plan together for under $60 on prepaid, no contract, no credit check and stuff like that. So let's start off with that. I'm on prepaid. I work outside the home. I do Amazon Flex deliveries. I also am an Uber driver, so I am in the car a lot, and I'm in and out of the house and in and out of the car. So I'm mobile and I'm also at home. So I'm not at home all day like a remote worker. So I'm always on the move, in and out of the house. So these are very mobile devices to me. But let's go into how I use these phones. I still use calling every day. Both of these serve that purpose perfectly fine, although the iPhone does block out a lot of unwanted calls. Messaging is a big thing. I call and message my wife and kids, and you could do that easily on both of these devices. I set alarms a lot. Both of these fill that perfectly fine. Same thing with timer, calendars, the calculator. Both of these devices do that perfectly fine. I do a 30-minute workout, so I use a watch to track my workouts, and in turn syncs with my phone. You could do that on either one. One is obviously an Apple Watch. The other one could be either a Samsung or any other smartwatch that connects with Android. Nothing too intense, just a half an hour to track my calories burned and my heartbeat, and also just to keep a general health throughout the day. So both of these serve both they serve both purposes perfectly good. Next, I also use headphones with both of these devices, specifically AirPods, but you could use any wireless earbuds. And, it's, for general purposes, I don't need anything special. I listen to podcasts all day, especially at home or actually when I'm working. I watch videos that could be on YouTube or Prime Video or Netflix, or it could be just TV on YouTube, YouTube TV. Both of these for content consumption are very good. I use maps a lot, especially when I'm in the car. I use it every day. And the iPhone has either Apple Maps or Google Maps. And obviously on the Motorola, you're only going to get access to mapping systems besides Apple Maps, but pretty much Google Maps. They both work good. I keep an eye out on my security cameras at home, especially when I'm on the go. Both of these serve that pretty good. I pay for my things with my phone a lot every day. Both of these have their own, got Google Wallet on one, Apple Pay on the other. No real difference. I use the camera a lot. It could be for all types of things, sending pictures and videos to my wife, or when I'm working, I use it to take pictures of my deliveries, or just, taking pics of receipts or screenshots or anything like that. If I'm not making a video or specifically like for family trips or for family memories, both of these phones serve very, very good purpose of just taking a quick snapshot. Nothing too intense. Both of these will do the job, but the iPhone does come out on top. If you want to capture memories in good quality and make a great family video, that's what I do a lot as well, then I'd rather definitely choose the iPhone for that purpose. Lately, I've been using a lot of AI assistants, and I've downloaded all of them. Both of these devices you could use Grok, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, but the Apple Intelligence on the iPhone, it is not there. It is not good. I haven't even turned it on after trying to use it. Since you could download all the assistants on both of these devices, I think it's more of a tie if you want to use all these different assistants. But the beauty of the Moto Razr is that it has Gemini built in, and it's a very, very good assistant that'll do pretty much everything, look up everything. I use it a lot instead of the browser using an assistant. So that's something I fit daily into my life now, instead of going to a browser. And since you could download the apps on both of these phones, it's not really too much of an advantage on the Motorola, but it's in there, especially if you just want to wake up the phone by using Hey Google. So you have that. What other things that I use both of these phones for? I go on X a lot for scrolling, mostly for news. I use it like a news aggregator. And also, Facebook, TikTok, both of these phones serve that purpose good. Another thing I do every day that matters to me is charging it. I charge my phone a lot throughout the day. I use my phone a lot for work. And both of these have USB Type-C, so they both are pretty good at charging fast. And also, if you want, it has wireless charging on both of these. Battery is pretty good on both of these devices, so there's no things there, but I think that's very important. I mount my phone with a case, and I put it on magnets. You could use it with MagSafe, or you could attach something on the back of the Motorola as well to make it stick. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be MagSafe. It could just be any type of metal to magnet combo, and I use that at home on the wall, and also in the car with a magnet mount. I obviously use the flashlight a lot every single day, early in the morning or late at night. And that gesture on the Motorola really serves a good purpose right there. Another thing I use a lot on both of these is going to be tracking. And what I mean is I get an AirTag, or I get to use the tracking on Motorola with Find My, or I forgot what it's called on Android, but I use that a lot as well. Unlocking the phone is I do that so many times a day, and you got Face ID, Face Unlock on the iPhone, while the Motorola, you have the fingerprint reader, and both of these do a good job, just very different ways of unlocking the device. Another thing I do is I like to control my phone with my voice, and one thing that I do on both of these a lot is skipping songs or skipping forward or backwards on podcasts. So both of these do that very good as well. So for the most part, these phones do very, very well when you compare them. The Motorola Razr has a big advantage that it is cheaper and it folds down to be even very, very small. But the iPhone is more powerful, better camera, and it has the ecosystem and better for content creation. But if you are not a content creator, I think that the Motorola Razr is a way better device in terms of physical folding capabilities. So it's smaller, easier to hold, and the price point is very, very cheap. You can get it for under $100 on prepaid. So apart from the price and the ecosystem, and it's pretty much that's the only difference between these devices. If you use it like me, use your phone for a lot of different purposes, and you're in and out of the house a lot. So that's been my comparison of the Moto Razr 2025 and the iPhone 17.